Welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. We're here on, some kind of route. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what number route it is. We're gonna do this double battle, and then I believe after this, if we just keep surfing to the west, we'll come across Pacific Log Town, which we can then, at least I don't think there's any more trainers after this double battle. Of course, I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong about most things in life, but hopefully I'm not wrong about this, because I really am looking forward to kind of being done with these routes. Of course, there are like 2 more routes west of Pacific Log Town, but I think they're pretty minimal on trainer battles. Like, there's a few, I know, but I think for the most part, there's still wide open routes, but there's not a lot of trainers. At least I don't think so. So that'll be a nice change of pace. We're finally starting to slow down a little bit when it comes to trainer battles. Something I'm definitely looking forward to, because I've done a lot of trainer battles during this game. I mean, it's average, I guess, for a Pokemon game, but it does get a little bit stale sometimes when you're trying to keep a steady flow of commentary going, and it's just like there's not a whole lot to talk about, because it's like, okay, this person's sending out a Magikarp and then a Tentacool and then a Wailmer. It's like, okay, like, how much can you really say about that? Like, I mean, it's good to a certain extent. Trust me, trainer battles are good, because then I somewhat get the chance to just kind of talk about whatever I want instead of focusing on the game. But at the same time, it's like, well, sometimes I really want to rely on the game as like a crutch for a conversation. I was wrong. There's another fucking double battle. Okay. This will be the double battle episode. Episode 91. Can you fucking believe it? That just like boggles my mind thinking about that. Episode 91. We're already in the 90s. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting this series to go so long. Like, I know that Emerald is, it's a relatively meaty game. There's a lot of stuff to do. Oh, I should have used Blaze Kick. Oh wait, no, it's gonna be weak to fighting, isn't it? Yeah. Why did I use Blaze Kick on the last field like a stupid idiot? I know Emerald's a bit of a long game, like longer than some games. I don't want to say most, because of course there's like stuff like Final Fantasy and stuff, which, hours upon hours upon hours of gameplay, but, well, most of it's grinding, but you get the idea. They're long games. Pokemon Emerald isn't the longest game in the world, but it is decently lengthy. There's a lot of meat. Pokemon games in general are typically kind of long. Well, it's more of a rule of thumb for like RPGs, I guess. It's not exclusive to Pokemon. But anyway, I digress. I know that Pokemon is long as a game, but I did not expect Emerald to get into the 90s of episodes. That's a lot of episodes. I thought it was gonna maybe end like somewhere around episode 80. At the most, or like 70 something. Because like looking back at my Let's Play of Pokemon Yellow, I think that was only like 70 something episodes. And then Pokemon Crystal, well, Pokemon Crystal ended up being 110 episodes, but that's just because of, the whole Kanto thing. By the time I beat Lance, it was only episode 72. So I was kind of expecting, it would be around 70 episodes, but it's starting to look like it might even surpass Pokemon Crystal as my longest series to date. Which I'm sure if I played like Final Fantasy or something. I've never actually played a Final Fantasy game. so I'm not really an authority on this topic, but I'm assuming if I were to play Final Fantasy, it could potentially surpass, anything I've done by a long shot. 110 episodes. In the grand scheme of things, that's not really that much. I know it's a lot of, it's a lot of episodes. Like 110 is a big number, but if you do the math, it's only about 1,000 minutes, roughly, maybe a little more. If I decide to be generous in my rounding, but it's about 1,000 minutes, give or take a few hundred. Okay, that's a big deal. Let's say it's 1,200 minutes. Okay, so 1,200 minutes. That's what, 20 hours? I think. Is my math correct? I think it is. 20 hours. Just about. How many fucking... Okay, this is the last batch of trainers, luckily. So if you think about it, 20 hours really isn't that... Okay, actually, I'm gonna check my math. I don't know if that's right. That's like a super easy math problem, but... I haven't done math since 12th grade, so... I'm not very... Oh, it's 60 hours. No, wait, I did it wrong. I did 1,200 divided by 20. I was like, whoa, what? 60? Okay, so it is 20 hours. So, that's not really that long if you think about it, because I've had games... I played games before where I put in, much longer than just 20 hours. Maybe if I play like Animal Crossing or something that's meant to be like infinite, then I could definitely surpass 110 episodes. It might get kind of stale after a while of just doing the same thing every day. But I mean, there are channels that do that. They just play the same game every day and just like record their experiences playing the game like a normal human being would. And there's like hundreds of those episodes online. So I guess, theoretically, if I really wanted to, I'm not saying I'm gonna play Animal Crossing on this channel anytime soon, because honestly I wouldn't know how to keep that fresh after a while. Like, also I wouldn't know when to end it, or like what to do exactly, because mainly in Animal Crossing it's just like where I know speedruns do it to like the run is over when you finish paying your debt. But like, is that necessarily when a Let's Play of Animal Crossing would end? Or would you like go past that? Maybe like, well, if you really wanted to show everything the game had to offer, which I typically like to do, then you're gonna have to do like all the holidays and stuff. You're gonna have to wait for like Christmas to roll around, and you're gonna have to wait for Halloween to roll around and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to play every day to wait for those. Like, you could finish the series and then kind of just wait for Christmas to come naturally, and then, or you could always change the clock too, I suppose. But it wouldn't really make much sense thematically if you release an episode that was like, whoa, Animal Crossing during Christmas time, and it was like August or something. Like, it would kind of, it wouldn't have the same kind of value as a video, I feel, as opposed to if you were to release it during Christmas time in real life. Anyway, Mirage. Oh, I've already talked to these people. I think this is the one house that I went to in Pacific Log Town. Of course, the first house I go into. The sea between Pacific Log and Slateport has a fast-running tide. If you decide to surf, you could end up swept away somewhere else. Yeah, that's the whole gimmick of the two routes west of the Pacific Log. Is that a Pokédex? Did you get to meet a lot of different Pokemon? I wish I was like you. No, you don't. You don't. My feet are so tired, my shoes are totally worn out. I got these running shoes like, what, 80 something episodes ago? Check out this horsey. It's the horsey that I caught yesterday to celebrate my birthday. Oh, I can see that you want it. After all, it's priceless. I'll tell you what, I might be willing to trade it for a Bagon. No, that is a terrible trade. I think you might even be able to catch Horsey in the wild somewhere. I mean, if you can't find Horsey and Hoenn naturally, I guess that's an okay trade. You could always trade from like Fire Red or something. I'm the Pokemon Fan Club's most important person, the chairman's younger brother. I'm here enjoying my vacation with Pokemon, yes indeed. Ah, your Pokemon. It clearly likes you very much. A Pokemon that adoring and adorable deserves a TM like this, you know? Is that... I don't know what that is. If a Pokemon likes you a lot, return... Oh, it's return. Wait, didn't I thought I already had return. If it doesn't like you, frustration's power grows up. Am I thinking? Oh no, you know, I'm playing Pokemon Platinum right now, and in that game you get return like at the very beginning of the game. I was thinking about that. But yes, return is a normal type move. Depending on how much your Pokemon likes you, so basically the friendship between you and your Pokemon, the power will be enhanced. I think it maxes out at something like 110 base power, which is insane. And if you put it on something like Mega Salamence, not that Mega Salamence exists yet, then it gets stab on it too, which is basically it wrecks everything. If you get a Dragon Dance off too, everything in your path is basically fucked. See, isn't it neat? These houses are in water. I was born here, and I've never seen anything outside of this raft town. The Sky Pillar? Oh, you must mean that tall tower a little further out. If you ask me, I wouldn't climb it. It's too scary to get up that high. Life at sea level in Pacific Log, that suits me fine. Okay, in the next episode of Pokemon Emerald, we are going to continue exploring Pacific Log. I think it's only these two houses that we have to explore. And the Pokemon Center too. There's always people inside there to talk to. And then we will surf west and take on the final two. Well, I guess there's one more leading up to Evergreen City. We'll take on the final routes of the game, basically. Do some more trainer battles. I know those are always fun. So, I will see you then.